Okay, so let's get right into it. We're all hearing about AI pretty much constantly. And for a lot of us, it brings up this one huge question about our careers. So in this explainer, we're going to break down what is really going on and give you a clear, simple plan to not just get by, but to actually come out on top in this new world.
I mean, this is the big one, right? It's the question that's on everybody's mind. It's kind of the elephant in the room anytime AI comes up. And look, it's not just hype. It's a totally valid concern that people in pretty much every industry are thinking about right now.
So, what's the actual number we're talking about here? Well, experts are estimating that a massive 60% of all jobs are going to feel the impact of AI in one way or another. This isn't some small thing affecting just a couple of fields. No, this is a huge shift across the entire job market, and getting our heads around that scale is step one. Now, here's what makes this so different. The speed. Think about it. Past revolutions like the Industrial Revolution, they took decades to really play out. This AI transformation, it's happening in just a few years, sometimes even months. The pace is just completely unprecedented, which is exactly why you have to be proactive about this, not reactive. Okay, so keeping that incredible speed in mind, we really need to understand the new reality this AI shakeup is creating. Let's take a look at what this impact actually means for us and for the skills we need, like right now. And if you want proof that this is a big deal, just look at this chart. You can see this explosion in academic research on reskilling. It's been growing at 23% every single year since 2022. So this isn't just some corporate buzzword. It's a huge global focus. Everyone is scrambling to figure out how we adapt our workforce for this. So what's actually changing is the crucial part. On one side, you've got skills where the demand for humans is dropping. Things like pure memorization, speed, and raw accuracy. And why is that? Well, because AI is just incredibly good at those things. But on the other side, you see the skills that are becoming way more valuable. Analytical thinking, creativity, solving really complex problems. These are the things that are uniquely human, the stuff that machines can't just replicate on their own. And that right there is the fundamental shift. So if our most human skills are the ones that are becoming more and more valuable, what does that mean for how we should think about AI? It means we have to stop seeing it as a competition. The future is all about building a new kind of partnership. We've got to shift from competing with AI to collaborating with it. This is probably the most important distinction we can make. AI is not coming for your entire job. It's designed to automate specific and usually pretty repetitive tasks within your job. Think about data entry, or transcribing a meeting, or pulling together a basic report. This actually frees you up to focus on the really high-value, strategic work that needs your human brain. And this quote from a Rutgers University study just nails it. The real threat isn't the AI itself. The real competition is going to be with other people who have figured out how to use AI as a tool to make themselves more productive, more effective. The person who masters AI as their assistant is going to have a huge advantage. Okay, so that brings us to the absolute core of this explainer, building your future-proof skill set. What are the skills that give you that human advantage? Let's break down the exact toolkit you need to start putting together. So what does this toolkit actually look like? Well, some really interesting research breaks it all down into 12 essential skills, and they're grouped into 4 key clusters. Think of these as the 4 pillars for making your career resilient. We're going to walk through each one. All right, first up, digital skills. And look, this is way more than just knowing how to use the latest app. Using AI tools means you're actively playing with them, folding them into how you work. Digital literacy is about knowing what they're good at, and maybe even more importantly, what they're bad at. And enablement, that's about seeing how these tools can totally change how your whole team operates. It's about being the person who really gets the tech, not just someone who uses it. Pillar number 2 is all about interpersonal skills. As AI handles more of the routine stuff, our ability to genuinely connect with other people becomes a kind of superpower. Active listening isn't just hearing words, it's understanding what's really being said. And things like managing people and creating synergies, that's all about inspiring and motivating people in a way that an algorithm just can't touch. Next up, your cognitive skills. This is where we humans really, truly shine. An AI can crunch through data it's already seen, but it can't solve a messy new problem from scratch. It can't have a truly original idea. That is where your problem solving and your creativity come into play. And honestly, the most important one here is your ability to learn. That's the engine that keeps all your other skills sharp. And finally, we have self-management. In a world that's changing this fast, your ability to just stay focused and grounded is critical. Adaptability and agility means you can pivot when you need to without freaking out. Taking ownership of your decisions and knowing how to plan and prioritize, that's what lets you cut through all the noise and get real things done.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. Look at this data. A full 55% of HR managers, the people actually doing the hiring, they now see AI literacy as a must-have skill for every single employee, no matter what their job is. It's just not a nice-to-have anymore. It's a baseline expectation. So knowing what skills to work on is half the battle, but now we need the other half, the how. So let's walk through a really simple step-by-step action plan that you can start using literally the second this is over.
Here it is, a simple 6-step loop to get you going. First, assess. Be really honest with yourself and figure out which parts of your job are repetitive and could be helped by AI. Second, set goals. Don't try to learn everything at once. Just pick 1 or 2 skills from those 4 pillars. Third and fourth, find a course and stick to it. Find something that works for you and treat it like a real project. Block out time for it. Fifth, apply what you learn. Use your new skills right away, even in small ways. That's how it'll stick. And finally, and this is the most important part, repeat and evolve. This isn't a one-time thing. It's a new habit.
And here's the good news. You're not expected to do all of this on your own. A majority of companies, we're talking 58%, are already investing in upskilling programs and AI training. They know there's a skills gap, and they're creating ways for their people to learn and grow with the times.
So let's bring it all together. Thriving in this new era of AI isn't just about learning how to use a new tool. It's really about adopting a totally new mindset about your career and about your own personal growth.
That mindset has a name. It's lifelong learning. It's this ongoing, self-motivated desire to keep gaining knowledge. See, future-proofing your career isn't a project that you finish. It's a commitment to always be learning, always adapting, and always adding new tools to your toolkit.
I love this quote because it just perfectly sums up this new partnership. Let the AI handle the tasks. That's what it's built for. This frees you up, the human, to focus on the bigger picture, your goals, your mission, and the kind of strategic vision that only you can bring to the table.
So the final takeaway is this. This isn't about racing against the machines. It's about learning to work with them, using their strengths to make our own human strengths even more powerful. The only real question left is, are you ready to start?